Good morning, good
Good
morning.
morning.
And sir, you're going to translate
Yes,
today?
ma'am.
What is your name for the record?
Antonio Aguilar?
Antonio Aguilar?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please raise your hand, Mr. Aguilar? Do you swear or affirm that you're going to truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And are you Juan Martinez Rodriguez?
Yeah.
So you've got to translate everything I say and then everything he says back.
Yeah, Juan Antonio Martinez. Yes, yes.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Rodriguez, in cause number 25 DCCR 0017,
And that's what the number?
25
25.
DCCR
Yes, es el 0017.
0017, you're charged with theft of property, a third-degree felony,
Con el robo de propiedad a una felonía de tercer grado,
from September 12th of 2024.
septiembre 12 de 2024.
And how do you plead to that charge?
Como culpa de ese cargo. Inocencia, no contra su culpable.
Pues no entiendo más, era una trocamiento.
Not, says not guilty, it wasn't his truck.
Your Honor, I would ask we give it a few minutes.
I'll hold the case.
Go back inside.
I think we, yeah, I don't want to do, yeah, once he comes back, if they want to go through with it, we'll get Jennifer up there to do it. I'm not gonna, that's one thing for them to. Mr. Kelly, you have Deleni Rodriguez. This is, yeah, it's French. Good morning. Are you Deleni Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 0856.
Okay.
Ms. Rodriguez is charged with intoxication assault. And Mr. Kelly, what is the announcement?
Yes, Judge, Ms. French has advised me that she'd like some time to speak with the complaining agents.
Okay, so you just recently got this one. Okay, I'll do
Yes, Your Honor.
a reset for you on that one. And then once that takes place, obviously you guys need to get together. You've been on it for a little bit, Mr. Kelly. So let's get an announcement at that next court date.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you. You stay in touch with Mr. Kelly. Once Ms. French talks to him, y'all have some more information. Mr. Jeffries, you have John Pugh.
Yes.
Morning. How are you?
Doing it now.
Good. I know, that wind is blowing. Good morning, sir. You're John Pugh.
Yes.
This is 25 DCCR 1470. Mr. Pugh's charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the announcement?
We've just received an offer, Your Honor. We'd like one more setting to be able to discuss that, go forward before we decide to move to trial.
Any issues? No. Did you? You okay?
Okay?
Yeah, sorry, excuse me. No, just ask that Mr. Jeffries please make a request for the video, Judge. And
Okay,
be sure
there's
we
still
can
some
get
media.
him with the paper trail, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, make sure you get that request in today for the media so that you guys can go over that as well before that next court date. Stay in touch with Mr. Jeffries. Once he receives everything from the assistant district attorney, you'll be able to go over that. We'll get an announcement at the next court date. And if you've already done that, then everybody just make sure where it is in the process.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Holmes, I am signing the dismissal in Mr. Ledette's case. He's free to go. Is incredibly. Mr. Parker, you have Laura Garman.
Yes, Judge.
Morning.
Good morning, Judge. Oh, thank you, puppy. Which Luke's case? Was it Laura Gorman? Garman?
Good morning, ma'am. Are you Laura Garman?
Ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Garman, in clause number 25, DCCR 1007, you're charged with the state felony offense of driving while intoxicated with a child passenger from August 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
It's the lesser included, Judge. Sorry,
Hold on. I see that now.
included class B.
Let me get this pulled up. Sorry. Take that
You
back.
don't really have a whole lot of place to write on the state judge.
No, it's good. And I had it pulled up. I just didn't. All right, so let's start over. In 25 DCCR 1007, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a class B misdemeanor DWI from August 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, thank you.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them?
Yes.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And are you a US citizen?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement.
Your Honor, one thing that in misdemeanor, we usually agree on the community service. I didn't put that on there. Standard, it's like 60 to 80 hours, and I just forgot to include that. I didn't ask Mr. Nichols about that. I just,
Probational, yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure they'll take care of
okay,
whatever standard.
okay.
Sorry, hold on a second. Now this is going. And so it looks like the agreement is for a 180 day in the day term in the county jail. That would be probated, though. You'd be on probation for 1 year. There'd be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes the standard community service and everything else that goes along with probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
Actually,
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Garman is not competent?
no, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty to the lesser offense of a class B DWI freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequence of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of DWI and the class B, and sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail, but that'll be probated. You'll be on probation for 1 year. You'll be ordered to pay the $500 fine, and again, to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. You'll serve that 6-month sentence while you're out on probation. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be sent to the Jefferson County Jail for that 6-month term that you've agreed to. Do you understand?
Yes.
Right, you need to, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. She's sitting at that desk right there. So be watching for her to call your name, okay? All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I have, Ashley needs to explain my other case.
They are. Are they ready? Okay. Thank you. Okay,
I call her name, Judge.
sir,
I call her name,
sure.
Tori Anderson.
Okay, Mr. Macon, y'all can come back up on, Mr. Juan Martinez Rodriguez. And we're gonna use the court's interpreter for the plea. Sir, you can have a seat. Think that might be easier with the language and. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And so, we've already gone through Mr. Martinez Rodriguez. Hold on a second, let me get it pulled up again. All right, so to the charge of theft of property, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, Judge.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them, and the state's marked them as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Macon with an interpreter?
I just looked at the money, says property was see this because don't get you all maybe. Yes, Judge.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, Judge.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, Judge.
It looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. And there would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
Do you also understand, if you're not a US citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, Judge.
State tenders number 1.
We have no objection to states 1, Your Honor. However, I have talked to an immigration lawyer and run the plea by them, and with his status and all, he has a green card. He's been a resident alien for 2 years. They don't foresee any problems with this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Macon. Is there any evidence that Mr. Martinez Rodriguez is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. And that'll give me more information about you and your case. And then we'll come back later for sentencing. On your way out of the courtroom today, you need to stop and talk to probation at that desk right over there.
Okay.
Right, thank you. And if you'll help him just real quick with that, thank you so much for coming down. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Megan.
Juan Martinez Rodriguez walked into Judge Raquel West's courtroom facing a third-degree felony, theft of property, stemming from an incident on September 12th, 2024. But before a single plea could be entered, the court hit a wall. The initial interpreter wasn't cutting it. Judge West paused the proceedings, stepped back, and brought in the court's own certified interpreter to ensure Rodriguez fully understood every word being said. That decision wasn't a delay. It was due process in action. When the case resumed, Rodriguez entered a guilty plea, freely, voluntarily, and by his own admission, because he actually did what the state charged him with. The agreement on the table: 5 years of deferred probation and a $500 fine. No prison sentence, at least for now. Yet the case was reset for formal sentencing, pending a pre-sentence investigation report, giving the court a fuller picture before anything is made final. What made this case stand out beyond the charge itself was the immigration dimension. Rodriguez holds a green card, a 2-year resident alien. His attorney had already done the legwork, consulting an immigration lawyer and running the plea through the lens of his client's immigration status. The assessment: no foreseeable problems. But the fact that it had to be assessed at all underscores a reality the courtroom faces every day. For non-citizens, a guilty plea isn't just a legal matter. It can be a life-altering one. Judge West ensured Rodriguez understood every consequence, legal, procedural, and personal, before accepting that plea. That's not routine. That's a court doing its job with care and precision. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.